Hey guys, this is Jan with Jackson Kayak. I decided to do a short video series that will show my adventures with the new Kraken. So I'm gonna show you how this boat works. I'm gonna confront it with my style of fishing and see what happens. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you how I rig the kayak. Okay, so what do we have here? Over here I have my transducer. It's just bungee, some foam and a garden hose. Works miracles. My fish finder is here. It's mounted on a ram Lowrance adapter, which is a pretty cool feature. I got my trolling rod holder here right on the track. My battery is inside. There's a battery tray that's plastic. Okay, what else do we have here? Yeah, over here I got my tackle boxes with the lures that I'm actually using. Right here you can see that the Kraken comes with 7 rod holders, so I made use of that and I got quite a lot of rods with me today. I'm on a river in Czech Republic, beautiful historical town Mělník, and we had some perch and I just caught a small zander, so hopefully we'll be able to catch some more. It seems that the fish are sort of spread around the current and are taking small soft baits are about this size. I might go and do some casts with a bigger one. Anyway, back to the Kraken. Right over here I got the plano box with some stuff in it, secured with a ram ball on this track here. It's a pretty cool one. The same system is used to secure the J crate. And what I love about the new JK boats is that they come with waterproof plano boxes for jig heads and for hooks, which we know that they do get rusty. So basically today we're fishing target fishes zander and perch. You can see there's fish under me at 3 meters. Right now I'm anchored. Yeah, there's probably one more thing that I should show you. I made an anchor trolley, and this is my recommendation to all of you who are going to install an anchor trolley on anything. Use a big carabiner like this one, because then you can easily manipulate it with one hand only. See? So big carabiners are much better. So first thing that I found about the the Kraken, is that it actually has a lot of stability, much like the Kilroy, and a lot of speed, of course. So it's actually turning out to be a pretty good boat for myself, because I prefer to move around the lake or the river, change spots a lot, but once I get there I do want to be able to stand up. So as you can see, it's no big deal on the Kraken. So basically now what I'm doing is standing up, because there's quite a lot of current and you do get better contact with your bait when you're standing up. Over there's my friend Martin fishing right beside me. Like I said, I just caught a small zander here, so I just upsized, put a bigger soft bait on, and let's hope I get a bite from a much bigger fish. Basically on a river like this, the Kraken is not a bad choice, because you need a kayak that's fast enough to be able to paddle upstream without too much effort, and you also need that for trolling, because normally the most effective way here is to fish a stretch of the river that you think is interesting, and then you troll it back up. Alright, time to change the bait. This one was the successful one before. Change it. I got the small zander on it and a few perch. Looks like it's with soft baits. The thing is that you pretty much have to match the size that the predators are hunting for at the moment, which you never know which size of bait fish that is. But once you get it, you may catch small fish on big soft baits, or vice versa. Yeah, there's one thing about fishing with soft baits that's quite important, and that's the weight of the jig head. So if you're just starting with this, you might give it a thought, and the basic rule of thumb is that the deeper you fish, the heavier the jig, and the more current you fish, like here, the heavier the jig too, because there's 2 meters of water. So normally if there weren't any current, I would be fishing it with a maximum this size jig head, which is, I think, this might be 3 grams, and this is, I think, 8 grams. It seems about right. So 2 factors when you're thinking about the weight of the jig head that you're going to be using is the current and the depth. And of course, if you're fishing a lake, there's a third factor, and that's drift from the wind. So not only the current, but pretty much anything that affects the bait. Alright, so Kraken is a decent stand-up fishing kayak, which came as a big surprise. Okay, one more tip for you guys. Those of you who have been kayak fishing for some time will without a doubt know this, but for those of you who don't, when you get your anchor tied down to the anchor rope here on the lower part, and here just put some wire or thick fluorocarbon or something along those lines, so that when you get a snag with your anchor, you just snap this, and then you won't lose your anchor. But mind you, I did lose an anchor even using this system, because sometimes it just falls between some rocks or into a crack or something, and you just can't get it out no matter what. So let's move a bit downstream and join Martin, see whether we catch something during the day. So what I'm looking for is, I don't know, generally something. Some structure, a hole, or a more shallower area. Well, the last spot where I had fish had changing depth and rocks and a tree in there. So might come back to that spot, but first let's try to find that find the hole. Now it's 3 meters already. But no fish, no structure. Yeah, no structure, no fish. I just saw fish hunting near the bank over there, and this is a good sign. Come on, some bigger change of depth, some rage. Yeah, it's just completely flat. Come on, fishies. Okay. Alright. Okay. This is looking really nice. And it's getting shallower. No, that might be a stump. This might actually be a fish. Yeah. But this is very good. This is very good. This is what I've been looking for. So we found it. Yippee. So what do we do about it? I got no idea what that is, but there's bait fish here. There's some bigger fish. Oh my god, this is a good spot. So let's just turn it around. That's one thing about the Kraken. It's not easily turned around. It does take some time, but this is actually a really good spot. We just backtrack a bit. Let's see, over here it's the deeper, it's the edge of the hole. Right here it's a shallower area with heaps of structure, and it should be somewhere around here. So what I'll do is I will paddle back upstream to get above, and that's probably, that might be a fish. I don't know. I'm not that good at reading fishfinder yet, but you never learn if you don't. So we'll just paddle back upstream above this section with the rocks and stumps and whatnot, and I think a bit further up there's even some structure here, which is good. So yeah, we found a spot. Let's see if it can give us some fish. And the plan is basically I will paddle upstream and anchor in the middle of the river, cast my bait to the bank and retrieve it back into the middle. Okay, I think this might be it. All right. Okay. It will take some time before the anchor catches, but so battle plan. The spot is right over here, so I will just start fishing. Alright, Yeah, the anchor's set. Okay, actually stand up. I should be in the area that I saw on the fish finder right now. And there's one. Yeah. Alright. That was pretty cool. Nothing's better than when you actually find the spot that you wanna fish, figure out why you wanna fish it, and then it actually works. I think that's a perch. Alright, perchy. Okay, if there was one perch, there will be more. Alright guys, this is I think 15 minutes after I officially finished the video, and look at this. A really nice zander. A really nice zander. Alright, let's release him. Jo. Odsak. Odsak. Dobrý.